What do you appreciate about Papa?
Well, I like many things about Papa or Dad. He's a great guy, first off. I like him.
I love my dad because
He's Puerto Rican.
he made all of this around us. Not really like made the trees and the snow and stuff, but let me show you. This house right here, this is the porch area, and there's a house over there.
He's from the military, so everything is nice. I like his planning skills, but I'm kind of scared to say that because he might tell me to plan more.
He's a good cook. He always cooks good food.
And I really love that he's like Hispanic. Like, the culture, it just makes life so fun.
I think your dad is really cool because he seems like he's very, straight up, and he's a fun guy, and yet he can be real serious, when he needs to be.
Right now he's out plowing, snow plowing the road, and he gets the cars unstuck whenever they're stuck.
He tells me jokes.
I like it when he's intimidating to other people, and I know that he's just a goofball deep down.
The food that he influences your mom to make.
Teaches me cool things, good things.
We have a nice home because he works hard. He's a good worker. He works hard, and he's a workaholic. A workaphilic.
The rice, whatever we had tonight, it was good. Puerto Rican stuff.
I know what I like about him. I like that he's a worthy priesthood holder. I love that about my father.
Saying jokes. He likes, he always inspires me to do manly things, like hunt and stuff.
It's dinner sometimes. He doesn't cook it all the time, but he cooks it sometimes when he can. And he washes dishes.
I like that he's a good teacher.
When I was cutting open my deer yesterday, he taught us how to get inside and pull all the guts out with our hands. It was fun. And I sawed its head off with a saw.
He is clean and neat. All of his clothes are up off the floor. He hangs them nicely.
Whenever we go out by ourselves, he spoils me with many treats. The other day I was having a really, really hard day, and usually he just was like kind of tough about it. And then he just came down the stairs and he was like, Lisa, what's wrong? Are you okay? I was like, no! So he left, and he didn't like push me or anything. It was really nice.
He tells this funny joke about when you have like a point, like when you tell something and then it's true. He says you have a point, but your hair is covering it, like as if the point was your head. We always laugh at that one.
I started a mission in New York, and he's from New York, so shout out to New York.
I appreciate that he picks up his socks. I think there's lots of men who don't pick up their socks, to include my sons often. And I like it that my husband never leaves his socks laying around.
Now that he's retired, we always do fun things together, like we build stuff. We went hunting, like I said. Today we were gonna go pack rat hunting with the AR-15.
He does lots of wonderful things for me.
He made our life better, I think, because he was the first one to come into the gospel.
I think your dad is also a very good fatherly figure, and he has done a good job in trying to raise kids that by most standards would be very difficult to raise.
He is a really good priesthood holder. My mom said that he always goes to do his home teaching right away.
He always wants to do the right thing. He always teaches us things about the world, like he wants us to know things before we go out into the real world. And he he always wants us to be prepared for all of the things.
I think your dad is really nice because, well, I always feel like kind of like a member of the family here.
And I just love him, and sometimes I just want to hug him.
And he loves cherry Coke with chocolate and ice.
And I was raised by angels.